Hello my friends, November 1st or later, and guess what that means? That means there's a new stamp set in town. Yay! I'm so excited to share the stamp set with you. And I know I say that every month, but this time I really, really, really mean it because this one means a lot to me. It brings tears to my eyes to think about it because I designed this stamp set for a very special person. When I was a little girl, I had an uncle named Uncle Bill. And honestly, he wasn't even a real blood relation uncle. He was my dad's best friend in college. And growing up my whole entire life, I'm getting teary-eyed. Growing up my whole entire life, Uncle Bill played a very big part in my life. And sadly, Uncle Bill passed away, gosh, I want to say 10 years ago. And it's weird because it still affects me today. And he was just that one person in my life that I could always count on. I mean, my parents are awesome too, but I could always count on him. He could do no wrong in my eyes. I mean, he was quirky, he was crazy, he was a bachelor his whole life, he lived alone. He was just kind of wild and crazy. But I got my tortoise when he passed away, Yubi. You've seen my tortoise before, Yubi. And so that's Yubi, short for Uncle Bill. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, long story short, sorry. He was weird, okay? He was just weird. I mean, I love him to pieces, but he was weird. And he'd always say, ribbit, ribbit, you know, just like, you know, just weird. I don't know. He loved frogs. So I designed a frog set for him, and it's called Froggy2love. And it's kind of just because of Uncle Bill. And I wanted to have a cute little frog set, and I know how much you all love critters. And so I designed this frog set. There's a solid frog and a regular frog. Now they aren't designed too much to go on top of each other. I mean, you could, but I didn't really necessarily design them that way this time because I just want, sometimes it's nice to have a solid frog, sometimes it's nice to have an outline frog. So those of you that like to color can color the outline. Those of you that don't like to color, me, we have the solid frog, so we can play with both of them. Then we have a nice big lily pad to sit on, and then you can't have a lily pad without the lily flower, right? So here's the pretty lily flower, and I love that lily flower. And I'm kind of thinking, I always do this to myself, but I'm thinking I might need that in a big version. So you might see that someday in the future, just because I'm looking at it now going, I really need that in a big version. So stay tuned. You know me. Okay, then we have a hoppy good time. Told you so, or I'm sorry, I told you so. A little tiny fly, because you can't have a frog set without a fly. Happy birthday and ribbit, and every time you stamp that ribbit, I want you to think of my Uncle Bill that I loved so much, or I still love. And then a little tiny mini frog over there in the corner because I had a little tiny bit of space left and I thought, I'm not going to leave that empty, I'm going to add another stamp there. So I gave you a nice little tiny little frog there. And then at the very bottom, forgive me, but I had to do it, I said don't croak. Because I'm thinking, well, you know, sometimes you send somebody a card and you're like, all, you know, it's okay, relax, don't croak. You know, I kind of thought that was funny. So I can't wait to share these design team samples with you because when you see them, you're going to go, nice. Because that's what I kind of did. I kind of went, wow. They always blow me away. Oh, and also, really quick, notice new logo. Woo! And we've changed the packaging just a little bit, kind of updated it. We've been in business now a full 2 years, and it was time to kind of refresh the packaging. So you're going to see some changes. You're also going to notice in the very corner my Stephanie Bernard logo. Now, if you're familiar with our products, you'll also see that logo on my Color Box ink pads and also on my dies from Sizzix. So kind of trying to keep the brand all together. So let's get to the samples because that's the fun part. So I'm going to show you that one last. So this one, these samples are so cute. This is by Laura Williams. And remember on Extras for Kids, there's a stamp set that says it says love to shop. Well, she didn't stamp the S, so she said love to hop. Now, is that the cutest thing you've ever seen in your life or what? Then she also used the baseball cap from that same set, Extras for Kids, and then she stamped on pattern paper and cut that little frog out. Is that the cutest card you have ever seen in your life or what? Love to hop. I love it. And Laura, how smart of you to take that and do that. Okay, now this one, this one's adorable. This is by Laura also. And it says, don't croak. And the little guy looks like he has the measles. Every time I look at him, I think he has the measles. I just laugh every time I see him. So don't croak. Isn't that cute? Now here's another one, and this one's by Laura also. And she used the Talk to Me stamp set, and she has it saying ribbit. Isn't that cute? Again, she just stamped that on pattern paper and used the lily pad. And she stamped the little fly, and she colored in his wings, and I love it. Now here's a cute one, and this one is by Beverly, and this says, "Come on over to my pad." And it has a cute little lily flower here and a nice big lily pad right there. And she popped up that flower. I love it. Now this one, I love that. Every time I see this one, I laugh because she used the "Get Well Soon" from the Talk to Me stamp set. And then she says, "Don't croak." Okay, now is it just me or is that funny humor? Because she's like saying "get well soon" and "don't croak." I mean, oh gosh, I'm sorry. I have the giggles today, but I thought that was so cute. She colored in that cute little frog and she added this pretty little twine stuff over here, and I just love it. Don't croak. Now this one is by Kim Howard. Now Kim Howard is kind of showing you something that we're not supposed to see yet, but it's kind of fun to show it. A while back, I released some new dies with Sizzix. You've seen the framelits in action, but there's some card dies coming out soon. Now, they're not going to be available probably at the earliest December. Of course, we'll have them on our website the second they're available, but they're not ready yet. But this is just a sneak peek at how fun they are. Now, normally the cards would open like this, but she has it opening this way. And so she stamped the flower and the lily pad, and it says, "Have a hoppy good time," and then you pull it open and there's the cute little frog. So it's kind of like he's hopping. Isn't that adorable? So Kim, you're awesome. We love this card. So thank you so much for checking out the new stamp set, Froggy2love, because I love him so much. And club members, your stamp set is on its way to you as I talk, because literally we get up extra early on the 1st and we ship them all out. So they get in the first mailing of the day, so they get to you as soon as possible. So now if you're not a club member, you can purchase these at club price if you join the club. Club price is only $10.95. Regular price is only $12.95. So for high quality made in the USA stamps, you can't beat the price either way, regular price or club price. But club members get extra freebies, so that's why they join. So thank you so much. Also, make sure you check out our gallery, because I've shown you a few samples, but our design team has uploaded tons more samples of the Froggy2love stamp set. So make sure you check those out too, so you'll be ready to go as soon as your stamp set arrives. Okay, thanks so much, and I'll see you again. Bye-bye.